I'm Peter Judge, editor of DCD website and magazine, and this is Cole Crawford, industry luminary.
Yeah, maybe.
Purveyor of vapor.
Purveyor of vapor.
So, Cole, you started the ball rolling today. You chaired the opening. You were in the opening session, and you've been around for the whole 2 days. What's been new? What's been interesting?
Well, I think clearly, Look where we're sitting. I mean, I know the camera can't see this, but if it could, you'd see, open compute represented here, which I think is fantastic. We see discussions, and we are now having conversations about things that just didn't get spoken about last year. We're talking about edge and 5G and security and applications and performance from the opposite side of the rack. If we look at the rack and the data center, it's been no man's land for forever. And now we see a convergence in a conversation of why should the facility be talking to the rack, and why should the rack be talking to the cloud? And I think the pace of innovation has caught up with this event.
Right. I've seen like the message of openness penetrating just that bit deeper. So Microsoft Olympus, it's not just an open design, it's an open process to make that design, which, when you look at it and you think, why isn't it like that all the time?
Yeah, the best companies in the world now know that, and they've known for quite some time, that you're going to have better answers to some things than you can generate inside of your four walls. And looking out to the community for people that are trying to solve problems like yours, I believe that that's now the default, right? That's the rule, not the exception. And Microsoft, with their announcement around this, is a bold move. It's a bold move for anybody to announce commoditized hardware. I think it's even more aggressive to say, by the way, help us build it. And that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and Open Compute itself. I've been looking at the products that have been made to Open Compute specifications and the specifications that have been created. And Open Compute people today have said to me, you know what else is happening here? We're having discussions which are deciding what are the kind of specifications we're going to be talking about next, finding out what's even needed. It has to be an open process.
Yeah, I think that's right. I believe that the community is who's served best by these types of initiatives. If you're not doing it that way, then you're a vendor-led consortium, and by the companies that represent the governing body of Open Compute saying, where are your pain points and what are you trying to solve? I think that's a good mission.
Okay, we've got to say the word Zettastructure several times.
Zettastructure.
Yeah, Zettastructure.
Zettastructure.
Are we getting to an idea of what a Zettastructure is?
I don't know.
It's big, it's the future, and it's the structure that can handle the size and shape of digital infrastructure that we're going to need. And one thing we know is it's going to have to be open. There's no way when it gets to this size it could be anything else.
Right. So, yeah, if you take the word Zetta and define that, and structure and define that, I think you just nailed it.
God, and it's taken us 2 days. Okay, yeah. The crazy ideas panel was good.
Crazy ideas panel is great.
Yeah, we ended up with a data center that's powered by smoking dope in an Uber. Or was it something like that?
George said
underwater.
Yes, that is. Vapor does not condone smoking marijuana and driving Ubers.
No, really not. But if it's a self-driving Uber.
We had this conversation. If you're drinking and driving and you get in the passenger seat and your car takes you home, were you drinking and driving?
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yes. If you're the self-driving car's emergency backup, you probably shouldn't be drinking. But if there's no steering wheel for you to touch, I don't know. But data centers are going to be like that. We talked about the dark data center with no people in it, and how that could be an actual benefit.
And not even an actual benefit. I think the timeline for that was 2020, and this is being built now.
Yeah. 2020, apart from the fact that they exist.
They exist.
Yeah. Some data centers that are so lights out, so dark, so lacking in people, you can stick them in the ocean.
Or in space or on the moon, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Or at the bottom of a radio tower.
Yeah, that's right. And they can be pretty remote.
They can be remote. Self-healing, autonomous, self-discovering, workload-based data centers are here and present.
Future events, when do we see you next?
Potentially March. I'm trying to make DCD New York.
Right.
If not New York, probably Dubai.
Okay.
And if not Dubai, Singapore for sure.
Right. That's a geographical timeline. We have other shows too, and they'll all have discussions of this caliber and more.
You will get to see me again, Peter.
Good. I'm glad of that. We can share microphones
and shoulder space.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay. Are we done?
Yeah, you can say goodbye.
Okay. Goodbye. We'll see you at the next event, the next
Bye-bye.
White Space.
Thanks a lot.